Are y'all ready for this?
This is episode 12. Welcome to Stay In Podcast, a podcast to stay from stay.
Go put it back.
Ready.
That always scares me.
What?
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh. Yeah. Kind of feels like you're being surveillanced.
Well,
Anyway.
it's the initial part of it. It's like, beep.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. It is episode 12. And I don't know what's really going on. I haven't been keeping up this week.
Apparently, Changman's being bullied.
Again?
You know what? Oh God, I opened Twitter.
Who the hell's
and
ass am I kicking?
It's like protect Felix, protect Hunjin, protect. It's like, really, just stop. And that's all they do. And they just have like threads of these people going, protect our artists. And I'm like, well, the one I'm thinking of, I don't know if it's the same one that Claudia is, on Weibo, which apparently needs to be shut down permanently, would relieve a lot of our problems. But they're bullying Hyunjin again. They're bullying Changbin. I even saw people that are against Felix again. Yeah. I think they need to restrict an age, and if you're not at least 21, you don't get on that, because this shit's getting old. I'm so over it. If I see that, I just keep on scrolling. I don't even care anymore.
So
just like them. It's the same thing where everybody's like, "Oh, Lino didn't get enough camera time for the billboard." Blah blah blah. It's like, really, and they're blaming JYP for it. I'm like, pretty sure that's the camera guy's problem.
First of all, JYP is not even involved with them. I'm sure at this point they're just at most monitoring Stray Kids, just letting them do everything themselves.
Pretty much.
So, in other words, I gotta go kick some little kids' ass for freaking getting onto the boys.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as you head on over to China. But it's not even China anymore. It's not even China anymore. You've got these admins from these solo, like, for example, like Bane Chan charts, and that person's going over into other places and making snide remarks because Bane Chan is not their idol and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, grow the fuck up, Jesus Christ. These boys can take care of themselves, and if they thought it was appropriate, somebody would already be in jail. So stop. Okay, I'm off my soapbox now.
I'm just getting attacked over here. Don't worry about me.
Puppy!
Get off!
I'm just over all the... It's like being in junior high again.
Welcome to the K-pop world.
Right? Yep. It's like, grow the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
And then we got the whole... It's not just the boys being bullied either. G-Dragon of Big Bang is now
did you see where he got exonerated? Because his drug test came back clear.
Yep. It's not the first time he's been hit with a drug scandal either. And he's came back clean every single freaking time.
And I wouldn't doubt it if some of these same kind of people are not doing that.
He's suing, I think it's the police at
this
point.
Stop.
There's a whole thing where his I think older sister even jumped on social media and was like, you guys have no right to freaking, do this. Like, he's been clean. He's always been clean,
Mm-hmm.
At this point, like, what is it, defamation?
It's like, if it's spoken, it's slander, and if it's written, it's a libel. But even at that point, look at how many times people around here could be, well, it's not in America, it's not criminal, it's civil. But I think in Korea, it's getting to where they're cracking down, and it's more of it's a law.
It's been a law due to so many K-pop idols taking their,
and people still do it.
Yep. Like, there's a law called the Sully Law because of the bullying and everything else. And it's just getting worse and worse.
Did that ever pass? Because I know they were trying to pass it at one time, and it didn't get passed before they ran off to their recess. And I think it got tabled from that point. I haven't looked to see if it was finally passed or not.
Hey.
It's so annoying. It's like all of these politicians, it's like, oh, so you can go to work and not do your damn job and still get your 3 weeks off for recess. But, if we did that, we would be fired. Take a hint.
It didn't even go all the way through, and it should have, but they stopped
that's
it
what I mean.
within like 3 months.
They tabled it. So I didn't know if it was ever back on the list of things to pass or what was going on. Because I got all excited, and then I saw they didn't pass it, and I was like,
"Come follow it." She's not gonna follow it. Just take it. Follow it.
They're pushing for a law that makes cyberbullying education compulsory in all schools.
Because that's going to make a difference.
I don't know if it passed or not, but this was coming after the Guhara incident. Because she passed away, I think, before Sully did, due to the harassment. Like, her live glitched, and then all of a sudden she was gone. So she was calling out for help in that live too, though.
And nobody did anything?
Some fans tried to call in and, be like, hey, she's asking for help, and the police never did anything until it was too late. It's gonna take me forever to eat this.
Who?
Crap. Putting all these together so I can lose them all at once. So this is my stack of trades just for Rockstar.
Damn.
I still has money to buy the Changbin stuff off you.
And I still got 3 of them. That was just irritating.
Everybody's just like, I'm missing this person. It's like, I'm fine with whatever I get. I would just like to have something Changbin, please.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a photo card, I don't mind.
I know I have Lomo cards because I thought I was buying an official card, and it was not official. You're fixing to get a Lee No expression because this whole is just about to piss me off. Okay.
House is blue.
I don't think, I really don't think I posted anything this week.
I did. I actually delved into Stray Kids lore.
I saw because you were spamming my phone.
Yeah, I know. It tells everybody.
I know.
So I'm always swipe.
I know. Same. But at least I did it on this Saturday instead of doing it a couple hours beforehand like I usually do. I got out of the way.
My stuff nearly didn't get posted today.
I did that literally as I was like trying to get confirmation for the time for the podcast.
I know, I saw.
I'm like, I'm gonna hurry, we'll do this real quick. Let me find something, it's like, ooh, evolution of K-pop hairstyles.
I also saw.
Let's just go on to Claudia's steak here. That way I can still do whatever it is over here I'm trying to do that I still can't find my shit.
Okie dokie. I guess we'll start with Mason on episode 4, part 7. So last episode we left off with Leno's group already like getting out of the way and got their second evaluations and JYP's crap stuff. So now we're on.
Is there any other JYP anything that if it's not crap?
I know. So now we're on the episode where Ian's group is next up. Now it starts off with them being like a little nervous, and to the point when they got up there, they actually messed up their greetings, because you know how they say like "Hello, we are Stray Kids" type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they messed it up, so they're like, "Oh, oh well, let's start over." And then they did it again, and all did it together. So they got it down the second time. And before JYP can ask, Han already started explaining what the song that they were singing was about, which is about school life, a song about like students' boring days and slight rebellion. And then JYP asked them JYP asked them what kind of evaluation the three of them received during the last evaluation. Which, come on, like the one who really got the worst evaluation was Ian. Let's be honest here. And it felt like he was just trying to rub it in their faces, like, oh, before y'all start, let me hear like what I thought the last time, so that way y'all can recall exactly what y'all messed up on, which I feel like could have made them more nervous, Which
now you can't be saying that JYP was making him feel uncomfortable, because he doesn't do that.
Perverted kunkel.
Yeah.
So then Ian began by saying like JVP said that he seemed like an amateur, his voice was suffocating, which pissed me off all over again, because I'm like, my boy, have you heard yourself sing before you start saying that Ian's voice was suffocating?
Do we need to share the award show performance from the other night? Because
I'm
pretty sure the look of horror on everybody's faces is pretty self-explanatory.
The disgust,
exactly. And he was telling that to what, a 15, 16-year-old?
Yeah.
What's his excuse?
Ian was 15 when they debuted.
He was a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he had room to grow. Like the fact that he said his voice was suffocating was ridiculous. Like,
well, I can tell you one thing that is absolute: JYP will never be a looker. So let's just move on from that.
He wasn't a looker at his young age. He's not a looker now.
Nor will he be a looker when he's
and maybe he'll look better.
Freaking old. Yeah.
He just needs to go bald. Maybe he'll look a little better.
I don't think so. And then Ian started it moved on to like Ian practicing with Han, and then Woojin, and then Late by himself. So like you could tell like he was really working hard and made sure that he wasn't gonna like be a burden to anybody, and he really wanted to like do it right. And he just seemed really nervous and frustrated through the whole practices, just because it felt like he couldn't get like certain parts. And I feel like he kind of lost his confidence from that last evaluation, to the point that he felt like he couldn't like really do it. And you're fine, my boy. Keep moving forward.
The poor baby.
And then he ended up like tearing up from holding it in, because he wanted to like try to get through it with a smile, but then he started like crying, because it's just like it's so hard, and he works so hard, and it's frustrating because he just feels like he's gonna disappoint everybody. And you can never disappoint. This episode ended with Han saying how hard Ian has been working, how devastated they would feel if he was eliminated. We move on to episode 4, part 8, where this episode begins with Ian's group about to start their song. And I thought it was like cute, and Ian seemed to be doing really good, making no huge mistakes from what I could see. Like I was like, oh, they seem really good, right? And then once the song was in, it was time for an evaluation. So I thought it was pretty good, but once again, JYP's got to shit on everybody. But you know,
Yeah.
first up was Han's
giant rolling
evaluation.
turd.
First up was Han's evaluation, which JYP felt it was very hard to find any flaws in the performance itself. And he was like, he felt everything was very stable, from the dancing, the singing, the rap, everything. But then he mentioned that like last time he didn't find anything special with Han. Like it didn't pop out, he didn't stand out whatsoever. It was just normal. I'm like, what do you mean? The fact that a rapper can be a good vocal is special enough. So the fact that you said nothing special is ridiculous. Like you still can't even dance. So what are you talking
about?
Right.
Steve.
And next was next was Woojin, which JYP also said did really well. And I just moved off because he just said that's all I put. I said Woojin, which JYP did really well and actually stood out, and boom. So and then last was Ian, and like always, JYP starts off by saying something that really wants me to punch him again, like really wants me to get the feel. So he said that just like last time, Ian's voice is still suffocating, but this time he said his dancing was also suffocating, that it wasn't refreshing at all.
Let me just suffocate with a pillow.
I know. I said, clearly you don't know what suffocating is. I can demonstrate for you if you'd like.
Right.
I have a bunch of llamas in a blanket. Maybe.
Come here, boy. Let me demonstrate what suffocation is.
I know.
I'm not suffocated by a woman in his life. He would have no idea what to do.
I'm surprised he has 2 kids.
Maybe
Twins, I think,
he
right?
keeps mentioning that. I did not know that. Like, which woman wanted to reproduce with him?
Someone who knew he had money.
The only woman he was ever been with.
I honestly thought he would have been with the guy, to be honest. Thought he was gay.
Most guys have more taste than that.
He might have that now, because he's not married and hasn't been since 99.
Yeah.
I'm sure she stayed long enough to be able to get the most out of her.
99. He's definitely.
Isn't his twin daughters only like 6 or something though?
I'd actually have to look, because I think he might be older. Hold on. Oh, I guess he did remarry.
Oh, he did?
He got married in 2013 and had his first daughter in 2019. So his kiddos are still.
See, she's 9 years younger than him, so all she's always dollar signs.
They are still kids, like kids.
That's what I mean.
Like they're babies.
So I thought it was like 3.
Ew, isn't he like 60? He's still talking.
No, he's not that old. Just because he looks it.
Oh. I guess he's the only Asian that really cracks, that his skin does crack. I guess his genetics didn't get the memo.
His kids are better looking than he is.
They look like their mom.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Oh, the Times of India even did an article on his awards performance.
Like, good or bad?
Well, J.Y. Park's performance at 44th Blue Dragon Film Awards sparks quirky reactions.
They're not quirky. Their looks of disgust. Exactly. That one lady in the freaking front row is like me. mixed with Kyung So from there. It's like I wanted to gag, and I showed it to like the 15-year-old niece and everything, and they're like,
yeah, that's what we all do.
he ruined a good song. No.
Oh, okay. We're talking about a new boy band coming out next year, but it's the ex-CEO. I was thinking surely he's not like scouring the American alleyways for his new boy band.
You won't find any much talent in America anymore. Everything's worse.
Well, and that's the thing. He didn't even pick the talented females. He only picked the ones that look good. It's like 99% of the time you can make people look decent, but you cannot make them have talent. So, whatever.
You're either born with it or you got to work hard from it from a young age. And if you don't do either of those, you are shit.
So, I'm not going to feed you either.
That is definitely not me. I can tell you that.
I can dance. I can't sing, but I can dance.
I used to be in choir for a few years, but I kind of messed up my vocal.
I was in choir from like kindergarten to like my sophomore year of high school, and I won like a couple blue medals.
So then, how can you?
Because I can't sing. I can dance. I can dance because it's in my blood, but I can't sing. My mom can. She can bust a move too.
I wish I could, but I do not have a rhythmic body.
Well, I come from dance teachers who actually taught ballroom dance and hip hop and everything else. So it's like, if you put my mom in a strip club, like she'll gather like the attention of everybody there.
Hey, I come from artists, so unfortunately my talent's in my hands rather than my feet.
Music runs all in my family. No, seriously, my brother's a rapper. I'm a dancer. I'm a songwriter. My mom's a singer. My mom's a dancer. My grandparents are dancers and singers. I'm pretty sure we have a couple people in bands somewhere.
Nice. I have a few here. So my dad's an artist. My oldest artist. My little brother's an artist. I'm an artist. My other little brother's an artist. My little sister can sing and play the piano. My other little brother can play the piano, the guitar, and my other one can play the trumpet, I think.
Have y'all ever looked up JYP's Instagram?
Yes, I used to follow him way back before I found out he was bad.
His at
Asian Souls _
yeah. Just like, well, they're probably wanting their souls back at this point. I would.
I don't have a soul to give. So.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I sold mine down the line somewhere.
I'm a natural ginger, so I was born without one.
Okay, Claudia.
I'm gonna have to.
How did we get off on?
Oh, because
kiss my ass, eh?
Yeah, because this episode is all about hating on him. But anyway, so because of Ian's performance, and that he said it wasn't refreshing at all, JYP felt that it was a disappointing stage overall, which kind of like really hit low because Ian already feels like he's a burden to everybody, and he feels like he's lacking. And the fact that JYP put that much pressure on him and said that, oh, just let you know, you were the reason that the stage became disappointing overall. Hey Dick, never.
The family disappointment. He's the black sheep. JYP.
Yeah, Ian did say that that after working really hard, he still managed to receive a bad evaluation, which really like, oh, my boy.
Let me just lob a wad of gum at JYP, please. Make sure it never comes off of him.
With all that plastic, it might.
Damn it! But gum sticks really good to plastic, so.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Please, okay, and then now comes the overall evaluation for everybody. JYP begins to say that Stray Kids have come so far with no intervening from the company at all, and how they entrusted. Oh, this ticks me off even more. How they entrusted leader Bangtan with everything, but now that it was time to meet the company's critics, JYP says that he has made a decision on the member he feels very lacking and that he cannot not eliminate him. The members worried on who it was and was already feeling the pain of losing a member when they promised each other to debut together, and they were at a loss on what to do if one did. Which Changmin himself, he was just like, I thought we all kind of performed together pretty well, and I didn't think he didn't think anybody was gonna like in that spot to actually get eliminated. He was like, no, JYP's probably just kidding because I feel like we all performed together.
Surprise!
I know, and I'm just like, oh, Taemin, my boy.
Surprise,
This
motherfucker!
this was probably this was probably the
Stop.
starting point of him wanting, like him hating on JYP. Like this, I'm pretty sure was the starting point. The moment that he eliminated Lino. And it says that the member JYP chose was Lino, leaving everybody shocked and devastated that a member actually got eliminated. And this episode ended with everybody feeling shocked and not able to react. Like they were all just standing there.
Yeah, they were shocked. Pretty sure Chain Bins started when JYP told Chan he couldn't rap very well or something like that.
I feel like that like cemented it, but it's not where it started.
I think it started when I first saw him be like, he was
pre-debut.
Yeah. So I obviously couldn't leave it there, so I moved on to the next episode instead of just doing 2 this time. So now we're on episode 5, part 1. This episode begins with telling everybody that they worked, with JYP telling everybody that they worked hard and that he hoped they cheered and warmed Lino up. First of all, they wouldn't have to do that if you would have let him continue on and progress throughout this whole thing. Like, I feel like he cut him too short, But whatever.
Well, we all
JYP then,
no talent.
I know,
JYP.
I know. JYP then proceeds to get up and told Lino that he suffered a lot and told him that it's not like that he couldn't. It's not that he felt like he couldn't do it, but that his training period was too short before shaking his hand and walking away. Now that I'm like, I feel like you were trying to like rectify everything and like basically put some like alloy on a burn. Um, and at this point, it's done. Already happened. You don't burn that bridge. That's it. What can I say? At that point when JYP walked away, it seemed like reality kind of sunk in for them because the members slowly started breaking down one by one, and Han was the first to move towards Lino. Then the others joined him. Big Chan started asking him why he messed up, and everybody was like questioning him, like, "Why didn't you do it like you practiced? Like, what happened? This is that." And I feel like he kind of psyched himself out, because he practiced hard and he seemed like he was doing really well. And I feel like he maybe practiced a step too far to the point where he felt like he couldn't do it. He just psyched himself out. Uh, Beichan then pulled him into a hug where Lino apologized to Beichan for failing, and Beichan was just like, "No, you shouldn't be apologizing. I should for failing you." And I'm like, oh, oh, oh my. And I feel like JYP in a way kind of threw that point across to him because it felt like a jab to to Channy because when he said like up until this point we let leader Bangtan lead y'all and develop y'all and stuff like this, and I kind of feel like he kind of pointed that out so that way if any of them failed it was because Bangtan uh at fault, that he was supposed to lead y'all, he was supposed to help y'all grow as a team, and if one of y'all failed, it's because of him. And that kind of like, okay, okay, not my man, not my man.
I kind of wonder if JYP wasn't like championing Bang Chan's demise.
I'm pretty sure. Like, I feel like in a way he felt like Bang Chan reminded him of himself when he was younger, and he was kind of like, I feel like he kind of gets like a little bit jealous of that, especially if at that point Kenny looked like he could progress by himself and probably get more famous than heck, I think at this point anybody can get more famous than JYP, but I feel like he thinks that Kenny will be able to surpass him like that, and I don't think he likes it. I think he wants Kenny to stay underneath him and not surpass him, but
Too
hopefully,
late.
I know.
Right. I am gonna just laugh hysterically when Chan opens his own fucking company.
I'll join it.
I know. Like, I'm waiting for that moment.
I know.
This was also the first and probably the only time that Lino really cried is when he was in Bang Chan's arms.
The last time we ever saw Lino cry. I've seen him tear up in a couple of things, but I haven't seen him cry again.
That really breaks down. And he said after breaking the hug, Lino encourages the members to smile and to like it'll be okay. Like, even when he feels so disappointed and he got eliminated, he's like, "Don't worry, you're okay." Like, smile, be happy. Uh, Lino ends up apologizing to the members for failing them, and then mentions that if only he had slept like maybe an hour less to practice more, maybe this wouldn't have happened. I'm like, no, you practiced good. It was not your fault. It was not your fault. It then goes on to show a flashback of all of Lino's hard work, all the fun memories, and how much he has meant to the group. And this episode ends up with Lino's last words being, "Since I can't do it now, it's a bit sad." And I'm like, ugh, my heart.
I know.
This episode was
your achy breaky heart.
Yes.
Oh God, that's gonna be stuck in my damn head.
Good.
But that was the last episode I did. Then comes Drake's Law.
There is okay. Have y'all watched the making of the Sketchflix yet?
I have not. No.
In there said this is a continuation. Remember we were talking about those other two videos? It's a continuation of those two videos. Like IN actually said it. So I was like, well, we're on the right track. We still don't know what we're talking about yet, but we're on the right track. Our wheels are spinning in the snow. So.
Hey, Tanya.
Hey, what? What?
My tongue
I can't. Oh, I can't see. Okay, Felix.
I was pulling. I was pulling a Felix.
I know. I was about to say, hairband.
No, I ate the sucker off camera.
Oh.
You already ate that? God, it would take me days to eat that.
Yeah, it didn't take much. It only took like half an hour?
It only took me 3 days to eat that Slim Jim.
I got 3 more to go.
Okay, so
or 2 more.
One of the Drake's lores that I found is that in the different music videos or trailers that they had made, it shows like, how in the different ones that they're always walking towards like a door that's like just there.
No.
Have you ever seen those music videos? No, like in okay, like elevator. They walk towards the elevator. Like in Ordinary, they walk towards like you've never seen those. I forget which music videos, but there's some of their music videos.
Was it
Venom? No, I don't think
Venom
that one. That
or
one they were walking towards the exit.
Well, I know that Sunmin and Felix was walking towards an exit door, but they didn't go out.
Because in some of their music videos, there's like just a random door there, and they are walking towards it. And so they're saying like those doors are part of the
mega universe.
Megaverse. Yeah. And each one is a different portal. So you get the first portal, the second portal, the third portal, like all of that. And
their Megaverse really has a lot of lore in it.
So like I know, right? Like so you know it
there God, what was I watching? Oh, it was something I was watching, and somebody asked what that security guard did to deserve that, and I think it was Lee No that said, "We're here to defeat the enemy."
Yes, so apparently that security guard it actually does not belong there.
Because his eyes glowed. He's a clone. Yeah. He's a clone. Was it District 9 where they were trying to get out of that. It looked like a bio lab because all these people were wearing like the yellow hazmat suits and things.
Pause, you're gonna ruin the
Was it District 9? Oh, sorry.
Part of it.
Part of it. My bad. I'm just trying to get these 2 points and trying to make a bit.
So you know in Monroe where Ian is looking at the wall part. What is it, like security cameras, or he's looking outside or something like that? In the music video. My girl, you gotta refresh yourself in these music videos. But he looks at the fourth wall for the first time, and he's talking to Ken and Monroe, right? Like on the walkie-talkie. Right. Well, in a different music video, Kenny is on the walkie-talkie talking to Ian, and they're just wondering like, how did he even contact Ken there? You know, because in this video where Kenny's on the walkie-talkie, Ian's not on the walkie-talkie. Like nobody is. He's just talking on the walkie-talkie. So they're wondering is if he's talking in the Monroe in a different universe, like he's in a different one, and he's talking to Kenny in that universe. You know, like they're not supposed to, like they're different ones, but they're like communicating together. Like,
well, I know
especially since Kenny's in front of another door that's just randomly there. So it like you gotta wonder, is that the other portal that he's going towards? And Hyunjin is walking towards Kenny with the what is I said it, walkie-talkie in front of that door. So like he's trying to get in there.
This is gonna sound off topic, but this is funny. Since Claudia has issues saying debut, I'm looking.
I said it right earlier, ma'am. I don't know if you noticed that.
I know, but I was looking at somebody's Discord profile and it says debuting. Literally has the word button. It's like, take out the extra T, please. It's debuting.
Funny. Debuting.
Yeah, it says debuting in early 2024.
Early 2024. So they're saying that in the second universe, it was a place that both the original Stray Kids and the clones could interact with each other. They also said that with but anyway.
I'm still laughing at the fucking word.
I'm so lost. I don't know what you're talking about.
So in the second universe, Stray Kids and the original Stray Kids and the clones can interact with each other, and that's why it was easy for Hyunjin, the clone, to give the key to Tan, the original, that helped him go through the first universe, right? Now notice how they're always got keys in their music video. So Tanny opens the door to one of the universes where he's talking in the walkie-talkie, and they go in the elevator and so after they were supposed to go to Levanter, but instead of the field, it brought them back to Monroe, which is when which is when that like rally was happening in the first universe, that was led by the clones. And Monroe, you know how they're up on the platforms or whatever? It's the clones that are up there instead of the original ones. And Chan, the original from the second universe, pulled the key out again and used it to go into the field, into to the video, what was it? Side effect. And you notice how he threw the key away, and that's how it ended up in the lake. Right?
Yeah, I have not studied those music videos. I cannot even begin to tell you.
You should really study them. The more you dig into it, you're just like, what? So they also come to the part where, you know how they say that Felix is like the conductor, the controller, or whatever, right? And how in the skit flick, like it shows that a little bit, where he's the like not there and nobody can tell that he's there, but he like helped Lino guide him to like help him fulfill his dream or whatever.
But
well, people are saying that the parallels to it is that what if Hyunjin knew about all of this whole time, and that he's the one who led Felix into it? Like in the ordinary the maniac video, he pushes Felix out the window, right? And in the Megaverse video, somebody gets pushed through the glass window.
I can't remember what I was going to say.
You would think it's the security guard. Well, Hyunjin in the they falls through with it, so it's like you're wondering if he actually sent them through into another universe and fell through with them. But they're saying that, well, people are saying that Felix is the conductor. What if Hyunjin's the one that's been behind it this whole time? Like he's
as the evil. One thing that was brought out during Scuzzflix is there are memories where Felix was actually with the other 7. So that's why I'm confused a little bit. But I also think Hyunjin has seen Felix in that particular world. Why else is he like super shocked when he's sitting there watching whatever he's watching on his computer? And then when Lino runs out of the movie theater and Hyunjin runs right after him, I think it's because Hyunjin knows what's going on. So he very possibly could be the evil mind behind all of this.
Either that, or he's not the evil mind. Like he could be the one that's like guiding
trying to protect him.
Yeah. And like right now he's like the main one that's trying to like fix everything.
Like Hyunjin is the one that basically sees into all timelines. Maybe. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
Too much brainstorming.
Like, I know. Why do you think it's like sucks going in there? Because once you fall through, like that's it. You're gone. You're done deep. It's like never ending. Like one Alice in Wonderland.
It's like my Ancestry. Once I get on Ancestry, I lose days.
So they were talking about how in District 9, the members are in like this dystopian world where they are brainwashed into the system and that expect perfection.
Isn't that what I just said, kind of?
Yes. That's why I said hold your thought, because I got something on it.
Oh.
They're told that they're all different, but for some reason they feel like they're the same. And
they butt.
I know. In order to find themselves, they had to break out of that system and created a new district. Right? So that's what like District 9 is about. And District 9 is a safe place for anyone around the world who feels astray. And that's the whole point. Like they literally broke through the glass, and what if they broke through into a different universe? And just step out of like norms. Oh, so the whole I Am mini album series is them trying to identify who they are as individuals. The titles I Am Not, I Am Who, and I Am You is
I am
like them
you.
questioning themselves.
Yeah.
And if I am not who they say I am, then who am I?
And then Klee is French for key.
Mm-hmm. And then it says that I Am You music video is up for the interpretation, just other Stray Kids songs if we want to dig into that one. But at the end of the day, the members have the same goals to reach their ambitions and dreams as one team. Now you have to wonder if the reason why they bring that up is because of the whole situation where two of the members did get eliminated, you know? And so, in order to achieve that dream, it led them to take the elevator to start their journey together. When they embarked the first key in the journey, Lee won mid-row. That's when they embarked the first key. Now, you did say like, now it does say that Lee is French for key, and mid-row means maze in Korean. The H in mid-row stands for heaven and hell, depending on how they like take their path. So I guess like the path that they take can either take heaven or hell. No. So they end up entering the maze. Where they you know, in circus there's like two different, you know how they say like in circus they say that in the circus music video that that's a safe place, that's the safe universe, like where the clones and the stray kids can interact and have fun or whatever, right? But uh the clones are watching the original Stray Kids. They're just like, no, this ain't gonna happen anymore. So no, so if you've seen the circus music video, they actually try to burn it down. Do you remember that in the video circus where they
I
try
don't
to
think
burn
I've
it
ever
down?
watched the video of Circus.
Oh, it's actually really good. But you can see the members watching each other too. Like you can see the clone Stray Kids members watching the original. And I guess they did not like that there's like a safe place, and they're like, no, we're not gonna have this. So it looked like they were trying to burn it down. It's funny. Obviously not for when they tried to escape the maze, the elevator brought them back to the same systematic society that they were trying to run away from. Hey, can you imagine that? You go up to the elevator to get through all these trials, and you're thrust back to like what you didn't want to. But it's like a lot that you have to like dig into. It's like,
Stop.
no. So they ended up rebelling, and they took the road not taken, or in other words, choose their own path instead of being guided. Which, and if you think about it, Stray Kids weren't never guided at all. Like they literally were set up to fail, and they're been striving on their own. So they
which brings us to Social Path.
Yeah.
Social psychopath. Yes.
So after going towards like their like not guided path or whatever, it brings them to the second key in Clee 2, which is Yellowwood's mini album. Which they stick this. Oh, and if you notice in the elevator when they turn it, it has the YW whatever, and side effect is the most essential part of their journey. So side effects, I didn't even notice the side effects that they entered out of it. Oh yeah, never mind. It's the airport. One path leads to the new world where everything they do is led by the system and guided by comfort, with comfort. And sorry, this thing. the second path is the hard path to the unknown, led by their own act. So they either choose one path that is guided or one path that is led by their own act. Clearly, they chose the path that leads to their own actions. So these paths turn into two universes that chronically happen at the same time. So you know how have you ever seen that movie where the girl she ends up like pregnant and she shows like what would happen if she or she doesn't end up. It's like two universes where she looks at the pregnancy test and in one universe it shows that she is pregnant, and in another universe it shows that she's not pregnant, and it shows like the parallel worlds is with either
I have
court.
no idea what you're talking about.
Well, there's a movie like that. And according to Chan, Ian is the glitch, so he is conscious to both worlds happening. So that's why in most of the music videos, Ian is like reacting differently to the other members. You know, like how in Social Path, they don't react to him or anything like that, or um, in the I Am Ground or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like they're saying that he's the glitch in the world.
Well, I've always said Ian knows who he is, but okay, I need to go rewatch it. In Sky's Flicks, does anybody other than Hyunjin and Lino actually see Ian?
In the little mini clip, the 10-minute clippy thingy.
Yeah, I don't know because Ian clearly
Be-
reacted, like interacted with Felix, right?
Well, yeah, but Felix is potentially not there anyway. Like nobody but Lino can see him, and apparently Ian can see him as well. But
Yeah, because think about it,
did
none of the other members.
anybody other than Hyunjin and Lino actually react to Ian?
Changbin?
No.
No.
No, I gotta go rewatch it. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I know. No.
it just popped in my head, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're right. Like none of them reacts to them, and none of them reacts to Felix as well, which drives the point of
but we
him not
already know
actually being
that.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
but Ian was the only one that actually interacted with him. So
Him and Lino,
why would
yeah.
yeah? And it makes you wonder when they're sitting down in the movie theaters, like why were they together when he realized that, like nobody knew who
Felix.
Felix was before the other group members started coming out. It's like he was meant to, like he put himself in that situation so that way he can warn Lino before the others showed up that Felix was not there anymore. You know, like that was weird. And it felt like he knew too. Like he was pretending, like, oh, who's Felix? Like, you look like you, but you're pretending. You're gaslighting Lino. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
You're gaslighting him.